Welcome to the Big Ree and Ace Pick 6 College Football Week 12. All right, let's go, Ace.
Bam. All right, boys and girls, College Football Week 12. Cannot wait. Going to be a juicy weekend. We got the merch on.
Purchase the merch. Make sure to subscribe, like, and drop your comments.
Make sure, boys, can't wait to read those juicy comments. Love it when people are talking shit to Ace. Cannot wait for those comments. Unfortunately, last weekend, Georgia came through. I thought Tennessee was going to come through with that upset. Looked good, started off, but, Georgia got the W. But, like I said, still don't believe in them long-term for the championship. But whatever, I'll give them credit. They got the win against Tennessee. I thought Tennessee had a chance to do it. It looked good, but... that's that. Let's get into some weekend talk, Big Ree. I mean, I'm always talking about the blueberry pancakes and hash browns and cup of joe Saturday morning, but it was a very different Saturday morning for me, Big Ree.
Sure.
Unfortunately, you weren't there to join. Big Ree, you were, I don't know where you were, traveling all around the states and stuff, so I don't even know where the hell you were. Sending out tweets and posts from all sorts of places. You looked like you had a really good weekend.
Yeah, for sure.
But I just really want to talk about my Saturday. I was there. Me, my brother, even Javi was at the house. And so check this out. You know what I had on Saturday?
What?
Not blueberry pancakes.
Waffles.
Not waffles.
Crepes.
Not crepes. Woke up early, super early, 6:30 in the morning, Big Ree, and anybody that knows about the smoking the brisket, bro. Got the big brisket, big 10-pound brisket, okay, bro? 10 pounds of brisket, okay? Had to get the smoker ready at 6 in the morning. Anybody that knows their brisket, you got to smoke it on average about an hour per pound.
Yeah.
So 10 pounds, 10 hours.
Yeah. You tell me.
So I had to get the smoker ready, smoked that brisket, kept an eye on the temp, all you barbecuers and grill masters out there, and so that was a good day. Good.
Did you cook it?
First of all,
did you smoke it? Were you the one in charge?
You don't even dare to say, "Did you cook brisket?" Don't even dare say that. There's grill masters that will literally slap you or come after you if you say, did you cook it? We smoked the brisket. Did you
smoke it?
Yes, I smoked the brisket.
Okay.
And there was other people smoking other things, but we smoked the brisket.
Okay.
And 10 hours plus on the grill. Went to town in the evening, because obviously you had to wait 10 hours on that. And that brisket was legit.
Yeah,
legit.
You tell me, Ace.
Went to town, had the sides we had mac and cheese sides to go with that. We had the scallop potatoes and some corn. So the sides were good, had the brisket, and really good stuff, Big Ree. So that was, breakfast was kind of mediocre. It was all the hype for the brisket all day. But, so that was good. That was a really good Saturday. Went to town and watched a lot of good college football. And so I had a really good weekend on Saturday. And then just to thank you, I did use your abuelita Saturday night.
Nice.
Yeah, put that to good work. So that was good. And so, it was an overall good time. I know you have a lot to talk about your trip. We're not going to get into that. We'll save that for another time. I still haven't heard all the stuff, but you were just, I don't know where the hell you were. I'm really interested to find out where you were, because I'm seeing snaps from multiple different states. So that'll be interesting. Let's get into some shout-outs, Big Ree, for, this week.
We're going to give our first shout-out to Dennis Stokes.
What up, Dennis? Shout-out to Nelson Villalta. What up, Nelson?
Shout-out to Core Junkie.
All right, I want to give a shout-out to Sony Estrada. What up, Sony?
Shout-out to Prince de Jour.
Prince de Jour. Oh, man, he's always in the comments throwing some stuff out. I don't know, half the time he's giving us credit or half the time he's trolling us. Really not sure. But either way, we appreciate the support. I know he was big on Georgia. I hope you you cleaned up because I know you were going big on Georgia last week. You know, make sure you keep that money safe. You keep betting on Georgia, you're going to lose a lot of it pretty soon. But want to give a shout out to Melissa Johnson.
Shout out to Alex DeCastro.
All right, and the last shout out goes to Scotty Gannon. And actually, I have one more shout out, special shout out here. This shout out goes out to Spooner Steve from New Jersey. Spooner Steve is always sending me emails. We're going back and forth. This past weekend, around Wednesday, he sends me an email. Ace, what's going on? And this guy, Spooner Steve, they call him the Teaser Steve because he's all about the teasers, okay?
Yeah.
6-point teaser. So he sent me his docket of a whole docket of college football teasers, 16 games. And he's like, Ace, what do you think about my teasers? And I'm not, we're not at the point where we're just giving advice and going through everybody's picks and analyzing them. So I said, hey, I'll do a quick and dirty. Let me go through it. There's 2, maybe 3 of them that I said, hey, these could be questionable, but everything else looks solid picks. So shout out to Spooner Steve, went 16-0, bro. 16-0 on his teasers.
That's unreal.
That's unreal. That is unreal. That's no joke to go 16-0. And so hopefully Spooner Steve cleaned up on those teasers, man, because dude, no joke, 16-0, Big Reed.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, look, we've had some good weekends, but I don't think I don't even do that many teasers, but 16-0 is no joke, man. So congrats, Spooner Steve, and I think without further ado, you want to get into the docket of games,
Yeah,
Big Reed?
let's go.
All right, here we go, boys and girls. Aquí vamos, chicos y chicas. Let's go. Game 1, we got Georgia Tech versus Notre Dame. Notre Dame is a 17-point favorite. Georgia Tech 3-7, coming off a 41-30 loss to Boston College. They're currently on a 4-game losing streak. But only one of their 7 losses is by more than 11 points, Big Reed. So they're not getting blown out. They are averaging 30 points per game over the last 7, so they're putting up points on the board. This is a young team. They got a lot of freshmen and sophomores, very young team, but they have some talent, team to watch in the next few years. Then we got Notre Dame 9-1, coming off a 28-3 win versus Virginia. They are currently on a 5-game winning streak. Only loss was a 24-13 loss to Cincinnati. Look, I gotta give Notre Dame credit, actually, that they do have some solid wins this season. Normally they have a really weak schedule, and that's how they rack up those wins, but they have some solid victories this year, so I'll give them that. But look, I don't expect Notre Dame to score more than 35 points in this game. I just don't think they're going to score more than 30, probably between 30 and 35. And I think Georgia Tech puts up 20 points. I think they'll put up 20 points, and look, Notre Dame should win this easily, but I like Georgia Tech to cover. I'm taking Georgia Tech plus 17. Game 2, we got Nebraska at Wisconsin. Wisconsin is a 9-point favorite. Nebraska is 3-7, coming off a 26-17 loss to Ohio State prior to the bye week. They are on a 4-game losing streak and have lost 6 of their past 7 games. All 7 of their losses are by single digits, Big Reed. Did you know that? I know Scott Frost is a disappointment so far, but at least they're, being competitive in their games. They are a better team than their record shows, but that begs the question: Are they just not able to close? Are they a really good team, or are they just not able, execution-wise, they're not closing games out? And that's something that Frost has to address. Then we got Wisconsin 7-3, coming off a 35-7 win versus Northwestern. They're on a 6-game winning streak here. Average win margin of 26 points during that winning streak. Look, they're on fire. They're on fire right now, and they're always pounding Nebraska. If you look back, they're pounding Nebraska every year. And this kind of begs the question here. Look, Nebraska has lost 6 of their last 7 games. Wisconsin's on a 6-game winning streak, just pounding people, whooping Nebraska for the last few years. Why is this a 9-point game at home for Wisconsin? I feel like this is a trap game here, boys. Do not get fooled on this one. I'm taking Nebraska +9. Game 3, we got Vanderbilt at Ole Miss. Ole Miss is the 36-point favorite. Vanderbilt 2-8, coming off a 34-17 loss to Kentucky. They're on a 5-game losing streak. Only wins on the season are versus Colorado State and UConn. Look, this is a really bad team, Big Ree. They just are. They're a bad team. They've been a bad team for the last few years. But they're playing against a weird Ole Miss team. And I'll get into why I feel like Ole Miss is kind of a weird, funny team. Ole Miss is 8-2, coming off a big win, 29-19 versus Texas A&M. That was a big win for the program, for the team. They're 8-2. Look, they've won 5 of their last 6 games. Their only 2 losses on the season are to Auburn and Alabama. I wish they would have won Auburn, and then they would have been 9-1, and maybe they could have made some noise in the potential to get into the playoffs, but they got 2 losses. But here's the thing, is high-powered offense that they started the season, they have not scored over 31 points in 6 of their past 7 games, Big Ree. So they've not scored over 31 points, and the spread here is 36. Look, I see a letdown game here. Last week was that big win that they needed to get, and they should win this game easily, but I don't think that they just come out and blow the hell out of Vanderbilt here. And so I'm taking Vanderbilt +36. All right, Big Ree, let's go.
All right, the first game I got is Kent State versus Akron. Kent State is averaging a total of 50 points, giving up an average of 38. Akron is averaging 23 points on the season, giving up an average of 40 points. If you've watched Kent State throughout the season, they can go off at any point. They put up 40 points, in a quarter 2 weeks ago. So this over is very high, but I'm still taking it. I'm taking over 75, lock of the week. The next game I got is Purdue versus Northwestern. Purdue coming off an ass whooping versus Ohio State. I mean, I think it was expected, but overall they're having a solid season. Northwestern has been complete shit this season. 3 wins versus no-name programs, and then 7 losses. Average margin of loss to opponents was 22 points. So I really like Purdue here. I'm taking Purdue -11. The last game I got is Wake Forest at Clemson. Clemson 7-3, coming off a 44-7 win versus UConn. Wake Forest 9-1, coming off a 45-42 win. Clemson is -4 here, the unranked team versus the number 12 team. This is just kind of giving you a sign for the Vegas, for all you guys to take Wake Forest, called the Vegas special. As Ace says, don't get fooled.
Do not.
Their D is complete trash. They gave up 42 points last week. They're definitely, Clemson is definitely covering the 4 here, winning by a touchdown. All right, so make sure to follow us on Instagram, like, subscribe, and comment. Peace out.